Hello, my dear ones. Yes, nationalism in India also include certain interesting things of our day-to-day life. Collective belonging, for which we strive today, a sense of collective belonging. Without the sense of collective belonging, no movement can bear fruits, no movement can become successful, and the sense of collective belonging came in India partly through the experiences of united struggles and partly through the cultural processes. In your NCERT page number 70, that is 70, you can see the image of Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Just look into your NCERT page number 70, the image of Bal Gangadhar Tilak, a very prominent leader of Congress from the beginning till end. His image is shown as a symbol of unity because if you see very minutely, surrounding his portrait are the symbols of different religions: Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, Sikhism, etc. All the religions have been shown. So this is an icon, a symbol that could unite all the Indians, because I told you a sense of collective belonging was very, very important. Let me tell you that this sense is not easy to develop. We will talk about it by going through an example that when in 1916, during the First World War, when Bal Gangadhar Tilak wanted to start the Home Rule League movement, encouraged by the Theosophical Society, that is Annie Besant, an Irish lady, Tilak was encouraged by her and he began to set up Home Rule League, that is an organization to achieve home rule or Swaraj for Indians. So when in Bombay he was trying to set up the league and he was trying to infuse a sense of collective belonging among the people of Maharashtra, particularly Bombay. In the month of August, all the people were busy in celebrating the images, the portraits, the sculptures of Ganesha, that is the festival of Ganesh Chaturthi, was to be celebrated in the month of August at that time, and people were busy and they did not notice Tilak and his Home Rule League. Instantly, Tilak realized their culture, that they worship Ganesha, Lord Ganesha, and he raised the slogan of Ganpati Bappa Moria. And as soon as Tilak raised the slogan of Ganpati Bappa Moria, many people of Bombay, many people of Maharashtra began to recognize him, and the result was that Home Rule League became very, very successful in Bombay and in other parts of Maharashtra. So, cultural process, I wanted to tell you, cultural processes. Culture includes our whole lifestyle. So, our religion, language, everything comes in it. So, a sense of collective belonging came. In 20th century, some symbols were adopted so as to make nation live in the minds of the people. Do you remember, or you can recall your first chapter of history, that is allegories. During the French Revolution, Statue of Liberty, during the unification of Germany, Germania, the sculptures of Germania, the figures of Germania were prepared, and so on. So many other icons and symbols, and these allegories came up, Christian Marini, etc. Similarly, to bring nation alive in the minds of the people, or you can recall your previous lectures, that making this idea of a nation, which is not concrete, which is an abstract idea, so giving it a shape, making it alive in the minds of people. So in the 20th century, it was Bankim Chand Chattopadhyay, your 1 mark question from Bengal. Bankim Chand, very famous for his novel Anand Math. This is your 1 mark question, very frequently asked in board examination. So Bankim Chand Chattopadhyay, he produced the first image of Bharat Mata for the first time. He prepared the image of Bharat Mata. You can see NCERT page 71, 70 and 71 we are going through today. So image of Bharat Mata was produced, and then he made the slogan, or he raised the slogan of Vande Mataram, and the slogan of Vande Mataram was raised by the people during the Swadeshi movement when Bengal was partitioned, and then there were a boycott of foreign goods, and people realized that if we do not boycott foreign goods and if we do not adopt Swadeshi, it will give Britishers a chance, an opportunity to live here, to be here for a longer time. So the slogan of Vande Mataram was adopted. The novel of Bankim Chand, Anand Math, became very, very popular, and in Anand Math the slogan of Vande Mataram is there. Vande Mataram is a hymn towards the motherland. 1 mark questions all. Hymn towards the motherland. Like we saw in the first chapter, homage to the Statue of Liberty. Similarly, a hymn towards the motherland. So people could identify themselves with the mother figure, because we use, for every country, we have discussed it in the previous lectures also, we use she. India is my country, she has beautiful gardens, she has beautiful mountains. So female figures were made, and the figure of Bharat Mata, it's an allegory for India. Later, Abanindranath Tagore, he produced the image of Bharat Mata. This is asked in 3 marks in your board examination. Explain the details about the image of Bharat Mata that was produced by Abanindranath Tagore. In the image which is produced by Abanindranath Tagore, Bharat Mata is shown as an ascetic figure. She is shown to be calm, C-A-L-M, quiet, calm, composed, beautiful, and godly, divine, because she is having so many hands. She is divine, she is beautiful, composed. So people could identify themselves as motherland, Bharat Mata, and we have to fight for her. We have to save her honor. So these things came live in the minds of the people of India. Collective belonging. Collectively they sung, they used to sing the hymns. Collectively they sang, they were bards, the groups of people. They went village to village, urban areas, rural areas, telling people about collective belonging, about nationalism. A number of poems, a number of hymns, they were written. And after this, a number of images of Bharat Mata. You can see NCERT page 72, an image of Bharat Mata is given. Along with Bharat Mata, there is a sculpture of elephant, there is a flag, and Bharat Mata is shown as the goddess, the mother goddess. So a number of images came up, a number of icons, a number of symbols came up in different categories of the sections of the society. They realized that what the national leaders wanted to tell them, what message they wanted to convey them through these icons and symbols. So 19th and 20th centuries, they were filled with all these things. Many histories were written, many fictions were written, many plays, many folklores, actually folklores, folk tales, folk dances, folk songs. They played a very important role because it is very easy to listen and to learn songs because they are in the form of rhythm. So through the folk songs, folk tales, stories, tales, they are very interesting. So people were brought together. Another revolutionary step, another very encouraging step was taken by the Tamils, that the folklores of southern India, you must have noticed or must have heard or read somewhere. This is a collection of folklores of Tamil Nadu. And the credit goes to Natesa Shastri. 1 mark question. Natesa Shastri. He wrote the book The Folklores of Southern India. The Folklores of Southern India. It is a collection of the folklores of the folk culture of the southern India. So, according to many writers and according to many nationalists and historians, the ideas reflected in the folklores of southern India, actually it is in 4 volumes. And in detail, the cultural processes and the ideas about India's culture have been written in the form of folklores. So according to the writers and historians, this is a manifestation of people's real thoughts and their real emotions or their real feelings. A manifestation. They have obliged us by writing all these things and giving us a sense of collective belonging, and at that time creating a sense of collective belonging among the people of India. So that is all for today. Go through all these topics, students, and note down 1 mark questions also. We will meet again with a new lecture for you, and we will discuss about the historical background and about the histories were rewritten to make the Britishers realize that India's past was very rich and it was destroyed when Britishers came to India, when there was colonial rule in the country. So we will meet again with a new energy and new enthusiasm. Till then, it is a very goodbye from me.